Good morning, students. Today we are going to go ahead with the next problem, that is the subscription account. Look at this question. During the year ended 31st of March 2020, subscriptions received were rupees 21 lakhs. These subscriptions include rupees 30,000 for the year ended 31st of March 2019 and rupees 40,000 for the year ended 31st of March 2021. On 31st March 2020, subscriptions due but not received is rupees 50,000. Corresponding amount, which means the same amount, on 1st of April 2019 was 60,000. We are being asked to determine the amount that should be credited to the income and expenditure account as subscription for the year ended 2020, 31st of March 2020. So first, this is a question. They have given you that during the year 31st of March 2020, a non-profit organization have earned total subscription worth of rupees 21 lakh. In this, an amount of rupees 30,000 as well as an amount of rupees 40,000 were included, which pertains to a previous year 31st of March 2019, and a portion of amount belongs to next year, that is 31st of March 2021. So previous year outstanding amount, certain amount were outstanding that was received in the current year, which is included in subscription, total subscription, and the next year's advance is being received in the current year, that is an amount of rupees 40,000, which we are not supposed to include it. So the two amounts, that is 30,000 rupees as well as 40,000 rupees, we need to remove it from 21,000 because this 30,000 belongs to the previous year 2019 and this 40,000 rupees belongs to the next year 2021 advance amount. So previous year outstanding and next year advance we are not supposed to include in the current year subscription, so we need to ignore it. Well, let's see whether any current year outstanding is given. If you look at this line, subscriptions due but not received rupees 50,000 on 31st of March 2020 they given. You have to be very careful with this sentence. It was not framed like on 31st of March subscriptions outstanding. It was not framed in such a way during the year ended 31st of March 2020 subscriptions due but not received. I'll repeat it, you have to be very careful. Only if it has mentioned in such a way that during the year ended 31st of March 2020, subscription due but not received 50,000, you can take the entire amount as the current year outstanding. But here it is mentioned in such a way, on 31st of March 2020, subscription due but not received is 50,000. And following that it is said corresponding amount on 1st April 19, which means we are asked to prepare it for April 1st 2019 till 31st of March 2020. So if it says corresponding amount on 1st of April, which is 60,000, that means this 60,000 is nothing but the outstanding amount of the previous year. That is, it is the outstanding amount pertaining to the year ended 31st of March 2019. We need to determine the income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st of March 2020. So what we need to do is, we need to first check out of this 60,000 which is outstanding for the year ended 31st of March 2019, how much we have received in our current year. We have able to receive 30,000 rupees because it said it includes 30,000 for year in the 2019. That means from this 60,000 we received 30,000. So how much is still due in the previous year? 30,000 is still due in this 60,000. And what is the next one? The overall amount during the current year due is rupees 50,000, right? Subscription due but not received 50,000. I'm sorry, it is not 5 lakhs, it is 50,000. Okay, so in this 50,000, 30,000 rupees belongs to the previous year outstanding. That means current year outstanding will be only 20,000. It is only going to be 20,000. So now I have given the explanation over here. See, we need to prepare the income and expenditure account for which year? For the financial year 1st of April 2019 to 31st of March 2020. Right? We need to show the treatment of what? Subscription, because all the details belong to subscription. So only for subscription we need to show the treatment along with the adjustments given up. Okay, so what we need to do? First we need to ensure what is the total subscription that is received. The total subscription received for the year is 21 lakhs, which is given in our question. Okay, but out of this 21 lakhs, the amount of 30,000, which is nothing but that's a subscription that belongs to the previous year. That is from 1st of April 18 to 31st of March 2019, which we need to deduct it from the total subscription of 21 lakh. Similarly, an amount of rupees 40,000 is also included in subscription, which is a advance subscription for the next financial year 2020 to 21. Can you able to understand? So that amount should also be deducted from the total subscription of rupees 21 lakhs. Now, how I am going to perform it? Just I am showing you the workings. First, you have to prepare statement showing the subscription to be credited to the income and expenditure account. In this, what you are going to do? You are first going to show the total subscription received. So subscription received during the year ended 31st of March 2020. How much it is? It is a 21 lakh. So the 21 lakh you are going to portray it over here in the outer column. The next one is you are going to bring into the two amounts which you have to deduct it. That is previous year subscription received during the year. That is 30,000 rupees. And the subscription which you have received in advance for the next year 40,000. So altogether if you club these two, it is 70,000 rupees. This you have to eliminate from 21 lakhs. That will give you a total value of rupees 20 lakhs and 30,000. Now go once again to the question. There's one adjustment which you have to be careful upon. What is that? The amount of current year outstanding you have to determine it from the given detail. So how I am going to derive it? If you go here, I have given my explanation. Statement A and statement B, I have categorized it. It is given in the question that 31st of March 2020. Now, if you just look at this statement A with statement B, I have given it very clear here. It is given in the question that on 31st of March 2020, subscription due but not received is 50,000. Also, it is mentioned in the question that corresponding amount on 1st April 2019 is 60,000. Now, when I compare these two, I can come to a conclusion that it is, now when I compare A with B, it is clear that during the year in the 31st of March 2019, there was an outstanding subscription of 60,000 rupees. However, in that, for the current year, that is 1st April 19 to 20, we have received 30,000 rupees. So, out of 60,000, 30,000 got cleared and there will be only a balance outstanding of only 30,000. That is as on 31st of March 2019. Though it is given the question that on 31st March 2020, subscription due That's outstanding but not received as 50,000, which means 31st March 2020 total subscription due is 50,000, which include 30,000 of the previous year, and only for the current year is 20,000 rupees. Can you able to understand? So only an amount of 20,000 is due for the current year, which is 1st April 19 to 31st of March 20. So I should add an amount of rupees 20,000 only for the current year. So I am just going once again to my working file, and here I'll show it as add subscription due for the year in the 31st of March 2020, 20,000 rupees. Can you able to understand how I derived this 20,000? From that calculation of 50,000, 30,000 I am eliminating because it belongs to the previous year outstanding balance out of 60,000, and current year will be only 20,000. When I add this 20,000 with this 20 lakh 30,000, I will get 20 lakhs and 50,000. So this is nothing but the subscription for the year ended 31st of March 2020, which I should credit it to my income and expenditure account. Able to follow it, students? Right. So now this is what the actual calculations, and I have to prepare my balance sheet because the question is said that you should also show how it will appear in the final accounts. Right? They have asked to derive the final accounts. If that be the case, then final accounts needs to prepare. But in this case, final accounts is not been asked, so I need not prepare final accounts. Can you able to follow, students? Any doubts? Right. Let me move on to the next question. Look at the question number 13. Subscriptions received during the year ended 31st of March 2020 are, which means in the year 2020, 31st of March, we have received an overall subscription worth of rupees 2,23,000, and the split up of this 2,23,000 is being given in this format. For the year ended 31st of March 19 is 4,000, for the year ended 31st March 2020 is 2,11,000, and for the year ended 31st of March 2021 is 8,000. We are now focusing only for the year ended 31st of March 2020. That means 1st April 2019 till 31st of March 2020. So, though we have received subscription for the previous year, current year, everything, that's not an issue because we will show the details pertaining to the current year, previous year, and for the next subsequent year. So that's the reason we have shown all these. Now, the information is given below, like there are 450 members. So which means in this particular club there are 450 members, and each paying an annual subscription of rupees how much? 500 rupees. That means one person is paying 500 rupees as subscription. So 450 members are there. So how much they will get as total subscription? Just you calculate it, you will come to know. If you just calculate the total subscription, you will be able to understand. Just I am doing it over here. 450 members, if you multiply with 500, you will get an amount of rupees 2,25,000 rupees. So every year you will have to get 2,25,000 rupees as subscription. But during the current year, how much you have got subscription? Only an amount of rupees 2,11,000. So out of 2,25,000, you got only 2,11,000. When I subtract this 2,11,000 from the total receivable amount of 2,25,000, I should still receive a further amount of rupees 14,000, which I have not received it. So what this 14,000 will denote? This 14,000 will denote my outstanding subscription amount for the current year ended 31st of March 2020. Can you able to understand? Fine. It is given further that rupees 4,500 were in arrear for the year ended. Just previous sum only I was discussing it. That is, there is a difference. For the year ended, if it is given means it is pertaining to that year ended. Whereas if the word for the year ended is not given, then it means it is accumulated. That is, previous year is also falling into it. Can you able to understand the difference between? So out of 4,500 rupees which is outstanding as on 31st of March 2019, okay, we have received 4,000 rupees. So in 4,500 total outstanding, we received 4,000. So how much will be balance in that? Only an amount of rupees 500. So in 4,500 we receive 4,000. So 500 is only balance. Whereas for the current year, out of 2,25,000 which we have to receive, we have received 2,11,000. So 14,000 is the balance. So current year outstanding we need to add. And we need not bother about this 4,000. The reason is we have given separately what is the amount pertaining to each year. So I need not bother upon this 4,000. If at all, if it is given such a way total subscription received in the year 2020 is 2,23,000, then only I should eliminate that 4,000 all those stuffs. When I have given up very clearly what is the subscription that has been received for the year of 2020, I need not bother about the previous year. But however, I have to consider the previous year subscription outstanding. What is the further subscription outstanding after payment of 4,500? That should be shown in my balance sheet. Similarly, the amount of rupees 8,000 which I received in the form of subscription, that is advance subscription, has to be taken to my balance sheet. Clear? So it is given very clearly that you need to calculate the subscriptions that needs to be shown in the income and expenditure account for the year ended of 31st of March 2020. And also they said to show the treatment of subscription in income and expenditure account and also in balance sheet. So we need to prepare balance sheet in this case. Shall we go ahead, students? Right. Now what I need to do is I should prepare a pro forma of the subscriptions. So I have to ensure that the subscription account I am preparing. So I have to first prepare income and expenditure account. That's what I asked the question, right? Income and expenditure account and also balance sheet. So first I am preparing income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st of March 2020. Remember, there is no information given in the question about the club name. So name of the club is not provided. So I am not enclosed the name of the club. If at all it is given the question, then I will start in such a way like the club name as a top and I will write income and expenditure for the year ended. Since it is not given, I am not enclosed. So expenditure side will be on the debit side, amount for the expenditures, income will be on the credit side, the value over here. Now, what is a subscription that you have received during the year 2,11,000? We should not take this value. Reason is we have been asked to show the income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st of March 2020. Able to understand? So for the year 2020 only we are going to prepare it. So we should only focus on the amount what I receive as subscription for the year 2020, that is 2,11,000. So I am just going to prepare for the year 2020. So by subscription received 2,11,000. And what is the amount that I have to receive further? I should receive 14,000 still. That means it's the outstanding. How I got this? Once again I show you the calculation. They said there are 450 members in the club. Each member is paying 500 rupees as subscription. When I multiply that, I'll get overall amount to be received as 2,25,000. But in this 2,25,000, I have received only 2,11,000. That means 14,000 I didn't receive yet. That will become my outstanding subscription. So this 14,000 I am going to add because it is the current year outstanding. When I add this amount with this 2,11,000, I'll get the overall amount of subscription which is to be credited in my income and expenditure account. Any doubts so far, students? Are you clear? Right. Now moving on to my balance sheet. So in my balance sheet, I am going to show the assets and liability. First, in the liability side, I am going to show the amount of the amount of advance subscription. Here it is. For the year ended of 31st of March 2020-21, 8,000 I received, which means it is an advance subscription. So advance subscription is a liability. So subscription received in advance 8,000. Able to understand? Right. Moving on to the asset side. In my asset side, I have to show outstanding subscription. Why? Because subscription outstanding are nothing but it is an accrued income. So accrued incomes are nothing but an asset. So outstanding subscription are asset. So I am writing it on my asset side. Subscription outstanding, the value for the two different years I have to project it. One for the year 18-19, because it is given my question that in the year 2019, 31st of March 2019, overall amount of arrear is 4,500, but only 4,000 I received it, which means 500 is still not received. So that is becoming outstanding for that particular year 18-19. So that 500 I'll show it. Similarly, for my current year, that is 31st of March 2020, 14,000 and still not received. So that will come over here for 2019-20, 14,000. When I add these both, that will be the outstanding subscription. But however, I am not going to balance my balance sheet, and even if I think to balance it, it will not get balanced because it is only an extracted balance sheet. Able to understand? It's only an extracted balance sheet. So extracted balance sheet will never get tally, or extracted income and expenditure account will not get tally, or extracted receipts and payment account won't get tally. So keep that in mind. Only a complete balance sheet or a complete income and expenditure account or a complete receipts and payment account will only get tallied, or it will get equalized. Whereas an extracted balance sheet or an extracted income and expenditure account or an extracted receipts and payment account will never get tallied. Able to understand, students? So I'll show the amount of outstanding subscriptions for the current year as well as a remaining part of the previous year subscription in my asset side of the balance sheet. Right, student? Fine. Let me move on to the next question. Do anyone have any doubts? Clear? Am I going fast? No? Fine. Okay. Now look at the 14th question. In the 14th question it is given that from the following extract, just now I said extract, they are given here as extract. See, from the following extract of receipts and payments account and the additional information, you are required to calculate income from subscription. Right? We have been asked to prepare income from subscriptions for the year ended 31st of March 2020. So always remember in your mind, first step is for which year they have asked you to prepare their income and expenditure or the balance sheet or receipts and payment. So based on that only you have to decide whether the subscription outstanding, whatever the amount, needs to be added or subtracted. Without considering this, if you take any decision, that will end up in a wrong value. So always remember that. Okay, for 31st of March 2020 and show final accounts. Again they said, look, this is what the difference you have to understand. If they in the previous problem, that is in the problem at 13, they are given you like you have to prepare a subscription in income and expenditure account and balance sheet. Right? In my previous problem, it was given income and expenditure account and balance sheet to be prepared. If they give in this way also, you need to prepare balance sheet, or else if they are given it in such a way that, okay, you have to show the treatment. Okay, from following receipts and payment, you have additional information, you are required to calculate income from subscription, which means you have to give the treatment of subscription. Also you have to prepare the balance sheet. So final account is nothing but you need to prepare balance sheet. So don't take it into mind that only if they are given to prepare balance sheet we have to prepare balance sheet. If they are asked to give, if they are given the question that final accounts, we need not prepare balance sheet. That is not the case. Even final accounts means it is balance sheet, we need to prepare it. So here if you see the receipts and payment account, they are given for the year ended 31st of March 2020. Debit side and credit side. Debit side represents your receipts, credit side your payments. Since it is an extract, they haven't given any information about the payments. Only we have to focus on the subscriptions. Able to understand? Right. Similar to the previous problem only. Only difference is in the previous problem they haven't given in the box. In this problem they are given in the tabular column. Right? And here they are not given you the total value of subscription altogether. In the previous problem they are given total value of subscription also. Right. Now 1819, 1920 and 2021. Which means during the year ended of 31st of March 2020, I have received subscriptions for 1920. That means the current year also I received subscription, which is an amount of rupees 1 lakh. The previous year, that is 1819, I have received some amount of subscription, and for the next year, that is 2021 also, I have received some amount of subscription. So it shows that for the current year I got 1 lakh rupees, for the previous year I got 18,000 rupees, and for the next year I got 25,000 rupees. Now let's see what is the additional information is provided in my question. First one, subscription outstanding as at 31st of March 2019 is rupees 20,000. Again, the important terminology to be kept in mind is when the word as at is given means it is cumulative. Keep that in the mind. That means previous year outstanding which is not got cleared and it has got accumulated to the current year, and in this year whatever is not got cleared along with the previous year, it will get accumulated to next year. So that is what they say here as at. Okay, so subscription outstanding as at 31st of March 2019 is overall subscription outstanding is 20,000, which means it might even include 2018 subscription outstanding balance also, that we don't know. When the word asset is given, keep that in the mind, it is comprising the previous year of 19, that means 2018, and to the previous year 2017, all put together as at 31st of March is 2019 is 20,000. Out of this 20,000, how much you received over here for the year 18-19? You got 18,000. That means you still yet to get in this amount 20,000. Okay, you have to receive an amount of rupees 2,000. Am I right? So you are yet to receive an amount of rupees 2,000 in this value. Okay. And look at this. Subscription outstanding as at 31st of March 2020. That means it shows 30,000. That means what it states? In the previous year there is 2,000 balance. That balance have just carried over to the current year 1st April 2019 to 31st of March 2020. And in the current year there would have been some outstanding. All put together is 30,000. Which means in this 30,000, this 2,000 is being included. So what I should do? I have to eliminate that 2,000 from 30,000. If I eliminate it, what will be the value? I will get an amount of rupees only 28,000 for the current year. Can you able to understand the concept? When the word asset is given means, which means it's a cumulative. So we don't know what is the previous year balance. Okay, as at 31st of March 2019, it is 20,000. In this 20,000, how much it got cleared? 18,000 got cleared. So how much is still further balance? 2,000 is yet to receive. For the year ended of 31st of March 2020, how much is the overall balance? 30. That means in this 30, 2,000 of the previous year is also included because it got carried over. So I should not consider 2,000. I should eliminate the 2,000 and take only the amount pertaining to the current year. That is 28,000. Now what is given in the third one? Subscriptions received in advance as at 31st of March 2019. Able to understand? So as at 31st of March 2019, the amount is 20,000. So advance subscription this is. Students will make mistake in this particular area only. That means the amount of subscription which is said as advance means you need to eliminate it. But it is not the case. Please be careful. when the word is given in such a way that subscriptions received in advance as at 31st of March 2019 rupees 20,000. Don't just blindly take into your mind that received in advance, subscription received in advance is given up, so it should be subtracted. That is not the case. You have to see for which year it is. It is subscription that is received in advance as at 31st of March 2019. That means this subscription which you received advance pertains to which year? For the next year. That means 1st April 2019 to 31st of March 2020. Whereas we are now dealing with that particular year only. We have been asked to prepare the receipt, we have been asked to prepare the final accounts as well as the subscription treatment only for that particular year. So for that particular year, the subscription which you received as an advance in previous year should not be subtracted, should be added. I repeat it, this is not the next year subscription. This subscription is a current year subscription. The phrasal is given in such a way that subscription received in advance as at 31st of March 19, which means this will come to roll or this can be utilized only from 2019 1st April or to 31st of March 2020. This amount of subscription which you got as an advance is for the current year period. So this amount of 20,000 should not be subtracted, it should be added. That you have to keep in your mind. It should be added. Able to understand, students? Right, now let's go ahead with the treatment and with the calculation workings. So if you just look at here, it is very simple and clear. That is, it belongs to a club called Youth Club. Right, the club name is Youth Club. It is given in the question. If you look at here, accounts of Youth Club. So I am preparing such a way, Youth Club income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st of March 2020. So expenditure account and the income side. I have to show the treatment of subscriptions only. So I am just preparing the subscription accounts only. So first thing is the receipt of subscription, what I received. It is given in the question that for the year 1920, that is the current year, right? I am preparing. So just 1 lakh. This 1 lakh I am just shown here. 1 lakh. With this I am going to add the outstanding subscription for the year. That means what is the subscription outstanding for the year? It is mentioned that subscription outstanding as at 31st March is 30. If you go with 30, the entire sum will go wrong. Because as I said, the word asset will make a difference. Okay, asset means the previous year balance also floated in this balance. You should eliminate that. So I already eliminated and I got the value of rupees 28,000. So this 28,000 only should be added. So that I have added here. And I shown here the same treatment. 30,000 minus 2,000, so 28,000. Okay, and then what I should do? I should add back the amount of subscription that is received in advance, right? Because this is not the subscription pertaining to the next year. That means 2020-2021. It is a subscription pertaining to 1920 only. So that value I should add back. So 20,000. So that 20,000 I am adding over here. That all gives me total value of rupees 1,48,000. So total subscription for the current year 2019-20, that is 1st April of 2019 till 31st of March 2020 is 1,48,000, taking into account all the adjustments. Now final accounts I need to show it. That means balance sheet I have to prepare it. Able to understand? So balance sheet I am just moving upon. In the balance sheet, if you look at it, I have prepared it here. What I have said, liability as well as my assets. In my liability side, I have shown the subscription received in advance. Where comes this advance? Same from the question. If you look at here, in this tabular column, I have shown that 2020-2021 for the year 2020-2021 in my receipts, I received subscription of 25,000. This belongs to the next year, so that it is an advance subscription. So subscription received in advance for the year 2020-2021 is 25,000. It's a liability. Similarly, I am moving on to my asset side. I have got outstanding subscription. Correct. Current year outstanding subscription is 28,000. That should also be taken to my balance sheet. So I have taken here for 1920 outstanding subscription is an amount of 28,000. Able to understand? And at the same time, I have also taken up the amount of the previous year. In that 20,000, after receiving 18,000, still there is 2,000 rupees balance. So that 2,000 is also taken over here. So altogether 30,000 rupees. Altogether how much? 30,000 rupees is further outstanding. So overall outstanding in the subscription is still 30,000 rupees. So if you have any doubts, please don't hesitate to ping me or get it clarified. Right? I'll post what are the sums that you have to do as homework. Please understand these three problems. Each problem varies from one to another. All these problems pertains to preparing of subscription account and the balance sheet. So please be very careful. The word, whenever they give balance sheet also you have to prepare balance sheet. Whenever they give final accounts, you need to prepare balance sheet. And similarly, one more difference or one more new thing which you learn today is for the year ended, whenever they give subscription outstanding for the year ended, means you can take that amount as such as the amount outstanding for the year ended respective year. Whereas when it is given in such a way that subscription outstanding as at, in that case you need to eliminate the previous year and just consider current year outstanding. Don't take blindly the entire amount as that year's outstanding. So do the respective or needful treatment and then do your problems. Don't be in a hurry. Clear? So with this I'll stop it for a day and I'll post the homeworks what you need to work out. Thank you, students.